Hey everybody, we got another top 5 for you guys today. We are looking at Generation 4, the Sinnoh Region. This region is filled with fun and exciting Pokemon. Unfortunately, as a kid, I was unable to play this game. Such a bummer, I know. The remake came out for Brilliant Pearl and Shining Diamond, or Brilliant Pearl and Diamond. Either way, I never got a chance to play those either. It's on the to-do list, guys, so maybe one day I can start a live stream for this, or maybe just do some recordings of the gameplay. Either way, it's on the list of games I want to do and complete. But we're looking at the top 5 Pokemon today, guys. So starting at number 5, we've got Rampardos. I love this Pokemon. He is really, I love the dinosaur Pokemon in games. They really do a good job of really capturing it, and they do a great job with Rampardos. He is known as the Headbutt Pokemon, a rock type, super cool, just going around headbutting everybody apparently, but his attack stat is crazy. It is 165, so if you take away the legendaries and the mythicals and the megas, he is in the top class. No one matches him. Ice Rider Calyrex does have the same attack, but I think he is considered a legendary, so I would still put Rampardos above everybody else for attack. Such a cool looking Pokemon as well, guys. Going into our number 4, we have Toxicroak. Really like this guy. They really did a good job capturing that frog aspect of it. He's known as the Toxic Mouth Pokemon, so they really are keeping true to like those frogs in like the Amazon where they're venomous to the touch and stuff like that. Very cool. He is a poison and fighting type Pokemon. Now don't sleep on Toxicroak. In the anime, Brock, when he first gets into the Sinnoh region, catches himself a Croagunk, and this Croagunk is awesome. They end up seeing Dialga. Dialga uses one of the strongest moves that he knows, Draco Meteor, and Croagunk's just like, nah man, I got this, and just palms it right there, blocking the attack. How cool is that, guys? So Toxicroak is a very cool Pokemon, guys. Also loved him in Pokemon Go. I used him a lot in the Battle League. Definitely one of my go-to Pokemon for sure. Now, going into our number 3, guys, we've got Luxray. Beautiful, majestic Pokemon. It is only an electric type, so it doesn't get that dual thing going on, but it's still a great Pokemon to have on your team in this Sinnoh region. It is known as the Gleam Eye Pokemon. So when his eyes are glowing gold, this thing can actually see through walls. Really nice to have on your team, especially if you got trainers coming up on you, or lurking Pokemon, or if you got Team Rocket hot on your trail. Easily a Pokemon that I can put in my top 5, guys. Going into number 2 here, we were looking at Garchomp. Now, this one could have gone either way with our number 1 slot or our number 2. I ended up going number 2 here just because number 1 felt a little bit cooler. I don't know, it was a hard choice here, guys. So it's literally just like 1A and 1B, but for top 5's sake, he is here at number 2. This guy, though, is so cool. He is a pseudo-legendary dragon and ground typing. Very cool dual type. Usually when you have a dragon type, he's going to be like a flying type, but really nice to have that ground typing there. If you guys know anything about the Sinnoh region, you know all about Cynthia. Cynthia and her Garchomp are just really cool in the story, in the anime, really cool in the games as well, guys. Such a cool combo. Now, this Pokemon is known as the Mach Pokemon, and that means this guy is flying and he is as fast as jets. How crazy is that? What's even crazier is that his speed stat isn't even the highest in the game. That means there's other Pokemon going faster than jets, which is just crazy to me. Very cool Pokemon, very strong attacking Pokemon. He even has a Mega Evolution, which we're not going to get into, but guys, this is by far easily, maybe not just his top 5, but in all of Pokemon, easily a top 5 Pokemon. Now we're going to look at some honorable mentions before we get to that number 1. So looking at an electric and fire type in this game, Electivire and Magmortar. We are looking at Electivire, and he is known as the Thunderbolt Pokemon. Easily, being associated with electricity, it's in his name. His whole evolution line is really cool. This final evolution of Electabuzz is really nice added detail to the game. Really rounds out this Pokemon. Same thing with Magmar. I don't really like Magmar as much as Electivire. Magmar looks like he's put on a few pounds, but you can't mistake that arm for a gun. How cool is that? He is known as the Blast Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken, and why wouldn't he be? Look at that thing right there, just crazy on it. In order to get these Pokemon, though, you do have to have an Electivizer and a Magmarizer, something like that. But they need to hold these stones and then trade it, or Magmar needs to hold the stone and Electabuzz needs to hold the stone and then you trade, and you know, that whole thing. We've talked about that before. But alright guys, without further ado, we need to go to our number one, and guys, Lucario. I love Lucario. Steel and fighting type Pokemon. This guy is super cool. The way they designed him really has that Egyptian god feel. I guess it's Egyptian god or Anubis is what I'm thinking. But a cool Pokemon, a cool typing Pokemon. Karina is a big player in the anime and the games, and of course, you know, she had herself Lucario. You got Cynthia with Garchomp, you got Karina with Lucario. Great storylines, guys. Love Lucario in the game, and excuse me, getting Riolu, just one of the cutest Pokemon in the game, and then having him evolve into Lucario, such a cool thing. In order to evolve, you need high friendship, which isn't anything too crazy, but it does take a little bit of a grind. But this Pokemon is known as the Aurora Pokemon, and this guy, once his Aurora is taken or he gets other Pokemon's Auroras, he can sense their movements and stuff like that. So I mean, how crazy is that to have in a fight? He knows exactly what's coming before it even happens. Easily number one for me on this list. Garchomp really could have gone either way, but guys, what do you think about this list? Would you switch Garchomp and Lucario, or would you put them in different ways? Let me know in the comments, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.